In this how-to, I'm going to show you how to make some of the blocks in Minecraft. If you're looking for a specific block, please have a look in the description, see if you can find it. I haven't done them all, but I've done a lot of them. And have fun making blocks. To make stone, you're going to need cobble, a fuel source and a furnace. And you put your fuel source in the bottom of the furnace and then your cobble above it. If you want to do a whole stack at a time, you'll have to use 8 fuel for your 64. And once it's cooked up, you will get your stone block. And with this stone block, you can do a few things with it. You can use it as a wall. This is what the floor looks like. You can make a button with them. You can make pressure plates with them. And you can make the stone slabs with them. You need a crafting bench. With the button, it's just simply one piece of stone anywhere in the crafting bench. For the pressure plate, it's 2 blocks next to each other crossways, anywhere in the crafting bench. And for the stone slabs, it's 3 across the crafting bench. That could be in the bottom row, the middle row, or the top row, doesn't matter where, as long as it's across. And this will give you 6 stone slabs. To make stone bricks, you're going to need a stone and a crafting bench. And you just put 4 stone into your crafting bench as a square. It could be anywhere in the crafting bench, as long as it's a square of 4. And this will give you 4 stone bricks. And to make the stairs, you put your stone bricks in the crafting bench like a stairs, so 3 on the left side, 3 across, and then 1 in the middle, and that will give you 4 stairs. And to make the slabs, you put 3 across, and that could be at the bottom row, middle row, or the top row, and this will give you 6 stone slabs. And this is what the wall looks like, this is what the half slab looks like, and this is what the stairs look like, and this is what the floor looks like. To make sandstone, you're going to need 4 pieces of sand. You don't need a crafting bench because you can do it in your crafting square. This is the sandstone here. The recipe is the same for the red as it is for the sand. When you place it on the ground, it will look like this. All you need to do is put 4 pieces in the crafting square. If you're doing it in the crafting bench, it doesn't matter where you put your 4 as long as it's in a square shape. And this will give you 1 sandstone block. So you're going to need a lot of sand if you're going to be building a building in sandstone. To make sandstone slabs, you're going to need a crafting bench and then 3 blocks of sandstone. It can be the chiseled, the smooth, or the sandstone. Doesn't matter which one you use, you will still get the same look on all your slabs, but the recipe is the same. And you've just put 3 blocks across in your crafting bench. It could be in the bottom, in the middle, it can be at the top. And for this recipe, you will get 6 slabs back. I'll show you with the other one. And on the ground, it looks like this. And there's your slabs. To make smooth sandstone, you're going to need 4 sandstone and a crafting bench. The recipe is the same for both the red sand and the sand. And you put your 4 pieces in a square in the crafting bench. Doesn't matter where, you put your 4 pieces, as long as it's a square. And this will give you 4 smooth sandstone back. So if you want to do more, do 2, we will get 8 pieces back. And the smooth stone looks like this, and on the ground it looks like this. To make chiseled sandstone, you're going to need slabs, and if you want to make red chiseled sandstone, you're going to need red sandstone slabs and a crafting bench. And into the crafting bench you put your 2 slabs, and they have to be on top of each other. You can't leave them with a gap in between, it won't work, but you can put them anywhere in the crafting bench as long as they're on top of each other. And this will give you 1 chiseled block, so if you wanted to do more you can, and this will give us 3. And your chiseled sandstone looks like this, and if you put it on the ground it looks like this, so it looks the same as the others on the ground, doesn't look any different. To make a block of quartz, you're going to need to go to the Nether, because you need to find these bricks here, and when you break the nether quartz ore you will get nether quartz, and that's how you make your block of quartz. And this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like on the ground. You can do it in your crafting square in your inventory. I'm in creative, so I'm going to show you here, and you need 4. And you can put them anywhere in your crafting bench as long as it's a square of 4, and that will give you 1 block of quartz. To make a quartz slab you're going to need 3 quartz blocks and a crafting bench, and then you put your 3 quartz blocks across the bottom in a line. You can do it in the middle, bottom or the top of the crafting bench as long as it's in a line, and that will give you 6. Now you can actually do it with the pillar, quartz blocks and the chiseled, but I suggest you use the quartz because it's easier than using the others. And your quartz slab will look like this, and when it's placed on the ground like this it will look the same as the quartz blocks. And while you're here, here's the quartz steps. I'll just show you that quickly. Quartz blocks, 3 across on the left, like all the other stairs, so it actually looks like a stairs, and it'll give you 4 like the other recipes do. To make pillar quartz blocks you're going to need a crafting bench, and you will need 2 blocks of quartz, and you put your 2 blocks of quartz on top of each other in the crafting bench. It doesn't matter where in the crafting bench you put them, as long as they're on top of each other. It won't work if there's a gap in the middle, and this will give you 2 pillar quartz blocks. You can't do it with the other chisel blocks, it wouldn't work. It has to be with the block of quartz. And it's quite interesting, the pillar. You can do quite a lot with this quartz blocks. You can build it up in a straight column and then your lines will look like that. You can do the lines crossways, and on the floor you get the lines as well. And if you put it straight down flat you get this as your flooring, and if you want to do it that way you can put it on a wall like that as well. That's how you do a pillar block. To make chiseled quartz blocks, which look like this, and on the floor they look different, you get a different pattern on this one than you do on the other ones, you're going to need a crafting bench and 2 quartz slabs, and you just put the two quartz slabs above each other in the crafting bench. Doesn't matter where in the crafting bench, as long as they're on top of each other, they will work. They won't work if you've got a gap in the middle. And two will give you one chiseled quartz blocks. Obviously, if you want to do more, you can do. That'll give you 3. To make polished andesite, you're going to need 4 andesite. You don't need a crafting bench, you can do this in your crafting square. And you place the 4 in a square. It doesn't matter where in the crafting bench you do this, as long as it's a square. And this will give you 4 polished andesite. And I've used it here as a wall. And this is what it looks like as a floor. And there's the block. To make polished diorite, you're going to need 4 diorite. You don't need a crafting bench, you can do this in your crafting square in your inventory, and you just put the 4 pieces in as a square. It doesn't matter where you do it in your crafting bench, as long as it's a square. And this will give you 4 polished diorite. You can obviously do more at a time. And this is what it looks like as a block. This is what it looks like as a floor. I've used it over here as stairs. To make polished granite, you're going to need 4 pieces of granite. You don't need a crafting bench to do it. You can do it in your crafting square in your inventory. And all you do is put the 4 granite blocks in a square. It doesn't matter where in the crafting bench you put your square, but it does have to be a square, and you will get 4 polished granite for this. And I've used it here as a wall block. That's what it looks like as a floor. To make a gold block, you're going to need 9 gold ingots and a crafting bench, and the best levels to get gold is between 2 and 29. And into the crafting bench you put 1 gold ingot in each square, so you fill the whole crafting box up, and this will give you 1 block of gold. And this is what the block looks like. As a wall, it looks like this. And that's what it looks like on the floor. To make a diamond block, you're going to need a crafting bench and 9 diamonds. They say the best level to find diamonds is 12, but you can find them at level 16 and lower. And into the crafting bench you put your 9 diamonds. You put 1 diamond in each of the squares, so you fill the whole of the crafting bench up. And this will give you 1 block of diamond. And this is what it looks like as a wall. So it looks like as a block on its own, and that's what it looks like in the floor. To make an iron block, you're going to need 9 iron ingots and a crafting bench. Into the crafting bench you place your 9 ingots, you put 1 in each of the squares, and this will give you 1 block of iron. The 9 block on the floor will look like this with the lines on it. That's what the block looks like on its own, and that's what it looks like as a wall. To make a lapis block, you're going to need a crafting bench and 9 pieces of lapis. And lapis is best between 13 and 16 levels, but you can find it 31 or lower if you're mining for lapis. And you fill the crafting square with a piece of lapis in each square, so you completely cover the box. and that will give you one lapis block. And this is what it looks like on the floor, and that's what it looks like on a wall. On its own, it looks like this. To make a block of redstone, you're going to need a crafting bench and 9 pieces of redstone. And you put your 9 pieces in the crafting bench, one in each of the squares till you fill it all up. And this will give you one block of redstone. You can do more if you want to. And it's obviously used in redstone work, but you can use it as a decorative block. I've done it here as a dance floor, and that's what it looks like as a wall. And that's how you do redstone blocks. To make glowstone, you're going to need 4 glowstone dust, and you don't need a crafting bench. You can make this in your crafting square in your inventory, and you just put the 4 pieces into that square and you'll get one glowstone. If you're doing it in the crafting bench, you can put it anywhere as long as it's in the shape of a square. As well as being a lighting source, you can use it in a wall, as a light, in a build, your staircase here, and as a flooring. To make a hay bale, you're going to need a crafting bench and 9 pieces of wheat. And you put 1 piece of your wheat in each of the squares till you cover the whole of the squares up. And that will give you 1 bale of hay. If you want to do more, you can do. This will give us 2. And hay bales are quite interesting. You can put them on their sides with the stripes and they will go one way, or you can put them this way so the stripes go a different way. And on the floor you can put them stripes up, or you can put them down, or you can use them on the side down like that. So they're an interesting block to use. To make a melon block, you're going to need melon, and you get them by breaking melon up, and they'll give you these melon pieces. And you'll need a crafting bench, and you will need 9 melon pieces to make 1 melon block. Obviously, if you want to do more, you can do, but you have to fill the whole crafting square with the pieces of melon. And that's how you make a melon block, and this is what they look like on the ground, and this is what they look like when they're stacked up, so quite a nice decorative brick. To make a slime box, you're going to need a crafting bench and 9 slime balls, and you put 1 each of the squares so the whole crafting box is filled, and this will give you 1 slime box. And this is what it looks like on its own. You can build it into walls. It will look like this, and on the ground it will look like this. To make a snow block, you're going to need snowballs, and you'll need 4 of them. You don't need a crafting bench. You can make your snow block in your crafting square in your inventory. I'm going to show you in a crafting bench, and you put your 4 snowballs in 4 squares. It doesn't matter where you put them in the crafting bench as long as it's in a square shape, and that will give you 1 snow block. You can make more if you want to. And this is what the snow block looks like, and it looks like on the floor, and you can do amazing things with this. I built this huge mountain out of snow blocks. I used it a lot in my winter wonderland. If you want to have a look at that, you can see what you can do with snow blocks. You can do a lot with them. snowmen as well. So have fun with snow.